Hey guys, this is Brian. In this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about my quest to become a father. I know it's been a few years since I made a video about this because we've been working on getting pregnant for 3 years. My wife and I first did our first in vitro procedure in 2013, and at that time, I couldn't ejaculate on my own. So what we did going into that was I got a testicular biopsy. So they actually go in and remove sperm from your body. And then once we actually did the in vitro process, we found that that sperm wasn't really good enough for in vitro. We fertilized 1 egg out of 7, which was really bad odds. And from there, we pretty much went back to the drawing board. And I luckily got a word from actually one of my YouTube subscribers that there was a machine that I could use called a TENS machine. It's TENS. And it's actually a machine that you usually stick those sticky pads on your muscles and you stimulate the muscles. This, you put the sticky pads on your junk and you stimulate yourself, and it actually causes ejaculation, which I didn't know anything about. First time I tried it, I got really bad autonomic dysreflexia, but the good news was I did ejaculate. It did come out, so it was kind of like, it was my old friend I hadn't seen for 5 years. Like, holy crap, I can do this. This is great. So at that point, I just started taking a pill before I would actually ejaculate, which kept the autonomic dysreflexia from coming. I've talked about that a little bit in another video. It's called nifedipine. So what I do now is I try to ejaculate at least once or twice a month because I'm trying to keep the pipes clean and whatnot. But what happened was once I figured out I could ejaculate, it kind of opened up a lot of possibilities for my wife and I. We started doing in utero insemination, which is a lot cheaper. In vitro is about $15,000 a try with all the medications that you have to take. IUI, or in utero insemination, is simply they take the sperm, they wash it. So basically they get rid of all the impurities and dead sperm that are in there, and they inject that directly into your wife. And in vitro is a lot more of a in-depth situation where they remove the eggs from the woman, they fertilize them outside the body, and then they put them back in. So that's part of the reason why in vitro is so much more expensive than IUI, or in utero insemination. So my numbers were looking really, really good as far as my sperm count going into the first IUI. We did one, wasn't successful. We did another one, wasn't successful. The third one we did, we found out that my numbers were dropping each time, and we're not really sure why. I've been trying to, keep things cleared out as much as I can, so I'm not really sure what was going on there. But basically, after the third try, our doctor basically said, you should really go back to thinking about doing an in vitro fertilization because pretty much you're throwing away your money, I guess, to say with the IUI. It wasn't successful after 3 times, and usually with dropping numbers, it's going to continue to be unsuccessful. So right now we're looking at doing another in vitro fertilization. But my doctor has a buy 2, get 1 free kind of deal where you pay for 2 in vitro cycles and you get the third one free. And that's kind of what we're looking at right now, because if I have money in a 401k that I'm going to try to take a loan out on, this is pretty much our last resort, our last option as far as being able to get pregnant, because the finances just aren't there. We've pumped a ton of money into fertilization processes so far and have not been successful. So this is pretty much where we're at. What I would like to do is raise some money for half of the process, and then I can supplement the money that, well, I don't really have, but that I'm going to try to loan from myself, my 401k, for the other part of the in vitro. So essentially $30,000 I want to raise $15,000 if possible through donations. I have so much to offer you guys, and I just want you to know that if you do support me, I will support you, whether that be phone calls. We can do like coaching calls at least once a week or once a month, depending on what package you buy. I'll put the details into that into the description of the video for you. And I just could really use some support. I want to have a baby so bad. My wife has wanted a baby so bad. We are so close, we feel, to becoming parents, but it's just a matter of money at this point. And we think that this 3-cycle deal will cause us to get pregnant. The odds are very much in favor of, if we have 3 tries at this, at least one of those is going to be successful. So that's really what I'm working on right now. If I can assist you in any way, if you have any questions or suggestions for different ways that I can give back to you guys as you help me, or if you are willing to help me, I would greatly appreciate it. And I am here for you guys. I mean, honestly, that's what these videos are all about. I'm here to help you, and in turn, I would really appreciate some help myself. I look forward to making videos about becoming a father, and how to do different things as I raise a child. So I think that would be very beneficial to you. I would love to do it. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy doing YouTube videos. This is why I started doing it in the first place. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, let me know. I greatly appreciate your help, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.